Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's a pleasure to be talking with you today. My name is Joe, and at the time I took on the project of coating our asphalt, I was a junior member of our board, and I was simply fulfilling an unexpired term. So I was about as junior as could be, and I came across the biggest job this project, or this homeowners association rather, would ever encounter. We all know that we have to cover up asphalt, we have to protect it from the Arizona sun, and you have approximately two ways to go with that. Number one is you can choose a simple seal coat, and I can share with you, based upon my experience visiting quite a number of other neighborhoods, one of which the seal coat was done in 3 phases, 1 phase each year. So it was a really excellent opportunity to see a freshly applied seal coat, a seal coat that was 1 to 2 years old, and then an area of the neighborhood where the seal coat was 3 years old. And I can suggest that with each progression, there was a decidedly different look, and it was very apparent after 3 years that that seal coat was going to have to be replaced. My wife and I like to hike, and we were hiking at a trail which has a real high elevation overlooking a very beautiful neighborhood, and they were applying their asphalt coating. And I went, well, this is a beautiful neighborhood. They can afford whatever they want. What are they putting down? So I called up their community manager, had a wonderful conversation. They were very gracious, and they were applying the HA5 product. And I said, well, are you satisfied with it? The most obvious question. And the individual, she said, well, this is our second application. The first application lasted 9 years. And they liked it so much that they were applying their second application. That's a pretty big endorsement. And in 2 cases, one of which was the phone call I made, and another was a very nice upscale community which we were invited to visit, and we stood right there on the HA5 product just as I am now. And this was an entrance to the HOA, large HOA, a golf course, very heavy truck traffic, and the HA5 that we were standing on was 6 years old. And it looked twice as good as the seal coat product after 3 years old. I'm not being paid for this. This is what we actually experienced. Do your due diligence on that. It is not a new product. Once again, one homeowners association that I called were applying the HA5 product for the second time. It looked good, and it looked wonderful going down. The initial application of the HA5 cost about 50% more than a simple seal coat. Fair enough. But all you need to do is consider for a moment that you won't be disrupting your neighborhood every 3 years to put another seal coat down. You'll forego at least 1, most likely 2 applications of the seal coat, and when you add up all the dollars you save, the average yearly cost of the HA5 is considerably less. So you have a better looking product, a longer lasting looking product, and it costs you less on a year-to-year basis. So consider all those things, have confidence in yourself, communicate, coordinate with your board or your business, whichever you're dealing with, and I think you're going to come to a really, really, really good choice, personally and professionally, because, you know, on the board of this HOA, I advocate very enthusiastically Holbrook Asphalt as a company and the HA5 as an asphalt covering. So thank you for listening, and have a wonderful day.